Is your man a low value loser? So low value loser may sound harsh, but let's be real, the world
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this video for channel. So in today's video, we are talking about the signs that you're dating a loser, okay? A low value man. So I've put the videos together so that you watch and learn. I'll be back to share my truths and what I think about today.
is your man a low value loser? So low value loser may sound harsh, but let's be real, the world is a harsh place and this is quite simply the truth. So what are the common traits of a low value loser type of man? Number one, bad money management. So he probably doesn't have much money in the first place, but when he does have money, he spends it all on stupid things. So that could be spending money on stuff that he can't really afford and doesn't need. And that includes anything from new gadgets to video games, clothes, even cars if he happens to come into a bit of money. This isn't building for the future. He's not thinking about how to manage his money properly. He just spends it on instant gratification. And this is always going to be a trait of his. He's never going to be able to accumulate wealth. He's always going to be a bit of a loser. Two, does he base his life around getting drunk or going out on the sesh with his mates? It's all good to have a night out with the lads recently or to like a drink, but if literally his life and routine is based on altering his reality, that's someone who's never going to thrive and never going to achieve anything in society, and once again it's the trait of a loser. Number three relates to number one and two perfectly. Does he have no ambition and no hunger inside him to make something of his life? It doesn't matter what background he's from, how many disadvantages he's suffered, it's all about his attitude. Is he hungry to get out there, work hard, learn new things, discover new skills? That's a powerful man. If he doesn't possess those traits, he's quite simply going to go around in the same circle of never really achieving anything in his life, because at the end of the day, a man is defined by his work and his ambition. And finally, does he not take care of himself physically? If he's the kind of guy who lives off takeaways, is getting a bigger and bigger belly as the years go past, refuses to go to the gym, laughs at people who are into fitness, then again he's just a bit of a loser. After all, strong body, strong mind, it shows determination and discipline to stay in shape, and of course he wants to look good for you, and if he can't do any of these things, he doesn't respect you, he doesn't respect himself, and again, that's the traits of a loser. Peace.
There's 5 signs you're dating a low value man, and this isn't all of them because there's a million signs that man is a low value, a loser. Number 1, that man is cheap, broke, greedy. You're watching a man have a million excuses in the world why not to take you out on a nice date, but you see him going out to steak dinners with his boys or drinks with his boys. When that man won't take you away for a little weekend bed and breakfast, you see that same man going to watch the northern stars in Alaska with his homies. If a man only is thoughtful with himself, run. Number 2, if that man has no job, and hold on, before you tell me he's an entrepreneur, he's building his business, he has $1 billion idea, do not let that man fool you into thinking that he has the next best thing. Do not be that kind of ride and die. That man will have you waiting 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, talking about, I'm still working on it, it's almost there. While you're sitting there ringless, paying all the bills, he's up driving your car. Come across the man, or your man right now sitting up on your couch, has any of these 5 traits, you need to promise me you're going to run, ladies.
Listen to this. 10 signs of a loser. Number 1, they always push things off that they should do today for tomorrow. So if you tell them to do something, they're going to always tell you next week. They're going to say they're going to do it for the New Year's resolutions. They always got an excuse on when to start doing it, when they know they need to start doing it today. That's an extreme sign of a loser. Number 2, they always say things like, it's not my fault. They play the blame game. They're always blaming someone for every poor decision that they make. They never hold themselves accountable. That is an extreme mentality for a loser. In order to be a winner, you have to hold yourself accountable to every decision that you make, whether poor or good. You have to know that everything matters with the decisions that you make every single day. Number 3, they say things like, I can't do it. You've given yourself doubt before you even try. Losers always give themselves doubt before they even do anything. That's a sick mentality. How do you know you can if you don't do? You say, I can't. Of course you can't, because you never even did it. Number 4, they always say things like, the world isn't fair. They make themselves like the exception to the rule of poverty or the mentality. What they don't realize is the decisions that they're making. If you sit back and evaluate the person that's complaining about their life when they say things aren't fair, look at the decisions they make. They always make poor decisions but never hold themselves accountable to their poor decisions. Life isn't fair because you're not making it fair, right? You already started at the back of the race and you're staying at the back of the race because you're doing things to keep you at the back of the race. Number 5, they don't have time. Noticing that they make time for everything they want other than the things they need to be doing. How can you fix when you're not making time for the things you need to fix? You're not willing to learn a new skill. You're not willing to do anything new. So therefore, the time that you could be utilizing to elevate you, you actually utilizing it to keep you crutched in a certain situation. This is why, because you don't have enough time, right? Number 6, when you tell them the truth, they always get offended. Listen, you have to be able to hear truth in order to fix your reality. See, the problem is most don't live in reality, so therefore they never change reality because their reality is a false reality. They say your perception, hence your reality. Most people that are losing, they have a poor or a weak mentality when it comes to their reality. They think things like, I'm going to get offended if you tell me anything about me. How can you see yourself when someone that's outside of you is telling you about what they see about you, but you're not willing to hear it? Number 7. When you really evaluate their life, they're always attached to a mate that's not pushing them or helping them to build the empires they want. I'm gonna tell you something. The most vital decision that any man or woman could ever make is the person they put themselves attached to. When you attach yourself to someone that's not about nothing, it actually brings your energies down. Notice, let's say if you lay next to someone that's very lazy, it's gonna make you more tired because you're supposed to get inspired by your mate. You're supposed to be elevating with your mate. You're supposed to be pushing each other to become better. But if you choose a poor mate, you're gonna have poor results. Number 8, they're always talking about somebody got lucky. I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why you're not lucky is because you're doing the unlucky.
So that's a video, guys. So I'm just here to share my true sense, what I think about this video. Okay. So the signs that that you need to know that you're dating a loser or someone who has low value is control. So they're going to be controlling whatever you're doing. Okay. So for example, if you want to go for work, they'll control you like, no, I don't want you to work, I want you to stay at home. They always want to trap you in everything you want to do, and they don't want to see you succeed. This is a type of a man who wants just to be there to manipulate you, or you have to be very careful. Some of them, they don't even give women some money to take care of themselves. They just want to be home. They're just too jealous of you, maybe moving from home or going somewhere. Okay. Another thing of a type of a loser is dishonesty. Okay. They always lie in whatever they're doing. So they might be dating someone else, or maybe whatever they're doing, they're not being honest with you. And so everything what they started, like, everything is a lie. Okay. Yeah. So another thing that I want to talk about being a loser is someone who disrespect you. Okay. Like, you don't feel respected in your relationship. They can curse you anytime they want to do that. They'll disrespect you in front of people. They just want to embarrass you. For example, you're at the mall, they will overreact just there, even if it's a small issue, so that everyone should look at you and see that you're a bad person. They just want to make, maybe even into his family side, they'll tell this woman is not good. The family will start even hate you. That's a type of a loser. They just want to, it's just a type of a narcissist man. Okay, they would disrespect you in whatever you do. They don't even back. They don't even respect you in anything. Okay, so there's also lack of kindness with these people who have low. They're not kind. You may do whatsoever. So someone can they can just torture you mentally. Maybe they stop talking to you, or maybe they just start talking to other girls in front of you, or maybe they just do bad things to you. Like, you start questioning yourself, like, why are these things happening to me? Am I worthy? You start even questioning your own beauty or whatsoever. Okay. So there's also lack of shared interest. So you have different type of interests. You don't want to do this, but you'll be forced to do it. Okay. So I came across one story where someone was sharing. they had this man who was over controlling. Okay, I feel like he doesn't make much money, but he wants the lady to stay at home, to work every time, and even told his family that this woman is not supposed to help this man. The person who's living in the house, they're not supposed to do anything because it comes from uh, they come from the man's side. Okay, so it's kind of crazy, and people go through a lot, especially women. Some they don't know how to speak about it, but some speak about it. Think if things are not right, they'll do that. Yeah, so the women will just going through a lot. Their men are not being honest. Some they brought women there in the same apartment to start living with them. They say they want to be with two wives, and some will just make you feel bad, like to make you question your own self. They're going to make you lose your self confidence. Maybe they call you ugly. They do whatever they want to do just to make you feel bad. Okay, so guys, I don't want to say much. That's a video for today. Kindly leave a comment, guys. So what do you think about today's video? um the signs of dating a loser man. What do you think about that? Do you have any experience? Have you ever dated any someone who has low um okay, who has low self esteem? Have you ever been in such situations where you're being mistreated and doing whatsoever with a man who doesn't even give you enough? Okay, I think a lot of ladies have experienced this. Ladies, let's comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about today's video, being a loser. Okay, have you ever dated someone who's a loser, and how was the experience? Let's chat, ladies, in the comment section. Kindly take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.